In this video you will learn how to set up attribute-based access control in a Granta MI database. Here, we can see what you will learn. We will implement attribute-based access control in Granta MI and configure the default rule engine. You will learn how security roles interact with access control, how database security privileges and access control role memberships determine access to data, and how to configure security attributes. This training is for MI Data Administrator and System Administrator users. We are going to see how Bob, an MI administrator, can define access to data in his database, based on two different access criteria: project status and user nationality. Lisa, the MI Data Administrator, will add to the database schema the attributes needed to define access control. Jack is a right user who manages in-testing and approved test data. He is also part of the UK team. How can Bob manage Jack's access? Implementation of attribute-based access control follows this workflow. You enable the attribute-based access control feature in MI Server Manager. You configure the required security attributes in MI Admin. You configure access rules in MI Server Manager. You assign users to access control security roles. This may be done in User Manager, or via Windows Local Group Membership, depending on your Granta MI system security mode. In this example, users will be assigned to roles via membership of local Windows groups. In MI Viewer or MI Explorer, you set the required access control attribute values in the relevant records. To enable attribute-based access control, go to MI Server Manager. Click on Access Control Settings in the navigation panel on the left of the window. Select the attribute-based option, and choose the rule engine to use. Unless you have defined your own rule engine, default access control rule engine will be the only option available. Click Save and then Yes to restart MI Server. Discrete types are used to define the range of possible values for the access control categories and attributes we will use as access criteria. To define a new discrete type, open MI Admin, then open the Schema tool. Click on Edit Discrete Types, and then define a new discrete type called Process Stage. This discrete type defines the range of process stage values, approved, in testing, and submitted. Next, create a new discrete attribute in the table where you want to implement access control. In our example, this is the Tensile Test Data table in the MI Training database. Select Process Stage as the discrete type of this new attribute. This defines the range of values that this attribute may have. Access control categories are defined at database level in the MI Admin tool, and may be mapped to attributes with the same discrete type in one or more tables in the database. To create a new access control category, in the MI Admin Schema tool, click Edit Access Control Categories, then click Add. In our example, we name it Process Stage, and choose the discrete type Process Stage. Now, map this new access control category onto the process stage attribute you just created in the Tensile Test Data table. The final schema edit step is to add the mapped process stage attribute to all the required layouts. Like other attributes, attributes used for access control will not be visible or editable in MI Viewer or MI Explorer unless they are added to the relevant layouts.